Hi Taurus, welcome to September. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy and create some sacred space for this reading. And thank you also for those who have, for liking and subscribing to my channel, for sharing. For those who have taken time out to leave comments, I really appreciate your feedback. And for those who have ordered readings, thank you. I've enjoyed working with all of you. Thank you for your support. So let's see what's happening. And if you're new, welcome. Let's see what's happening for this month. We have a new moon in Virgo, which is favorable to Taurus because it's an earth sign. And we have a full moon in Aries, which will happen at the end of September. So let's see what's happening for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of September? What is coming up for Taurus for the month of September? What is coming up in love and relationships for Taurus for the month of September? Okay, let's see. The Judgment card, the Six of Wands, the Chariot, the Page of Cups, the High Priestess, the Fool, the Queen of Pentacles, the World, the Ace of Wands, and the Death card. Okay, so you've got some cards that Aries got the last reading, but in different positions. Okay, so the Judgment card. This is a card of you're waking up, Taurus. You're waking up and you're realizing, I have got to do something. I've got to change. I've got to start getting with the program of my life. So if you're in a relationship and it hasn't been working, you may decide to just leave it because you have the Death card. The Death card is about, it's not death like a physical death. It really means ending one way of life that has become invalid and starting a new, having a new beginning, a new start that is going to maybe suit you better. Because the Judgment is about waking up and leaving, leaving behind. It's like you're waking up to how you've self-sabotaged or how you've been hurting yourself in some way. Like you're learning to take better care of yourself. The Judgment is about, now I see what I need to do. I see what I've been doing wrong all these years. I'm going to make improvements. I might start, Judgment can mean I'm going to start eating healthier. I'm going to start going to the gym. I'm going to start reaching out to people. Whatever's wrong in your life, whatever you haven't been happy with, you're going to fix it. But you're not going to be sitting there. See, the Judgment is not, I'm going to sit here and wait for the universe to drop it in my lap. The Judgment is, I have to make it change happen. And the good thing is you have the Six of Wands. So you're going to be experiencing success in September. Whatever you're working on, whatever changes you've decided to make to improve your life and your relationships are going to pay off. The Six of Wands is victory. And so if something that really means a lot to you, you can have a wish fulfilled. I feel that there's some career opportunities coming in September as well. There could be the beginning stages of a love relationship because you have the Page of Cups here. And you have the Chariot in the path as the base of this problem. This is the situation. So the Chariot, it's a card of discipline and focus. You might have been very scattered. Maybe you weren't sure exactly what you wanted. And so you weren't giving it 100% energy. There could be a relationship that you were like on the fence about, like, I don't know if I want to get into this or not. So you were kind of, in the past, maybe in last month, you were kind of holding back, not really moving forward or trying to decide which way to go. You could have been trying a lot of different things. This is a card of focus, discipline, controlling the monkey mind. It promises victory, but you have to stop being distracted by all these other things. You can't do everything, and you can't go in a million directions at once. So this is a card of finding out what you really want and targeting that thing. You know, what is it that I really want? If it's a relationship, who is it that I'm really interested in? Who do I want to form a relationship with? Let me focus on that. If it's a career, do I want to have a career? Do I want to have a relationship? Well, if my career is more important, then let me focus on my career. And let me not be distracted by other things. Because I feel like you've been kind of scattered in the past. You have your energy going all over the place. Now you have this Page of Cups. So there was a message. Someone may have revealed their feelings to you in the past. And maybe you're thinking about it. Like, I don't know. Do I want this? I don't know. Or you may feel like you want to express your feelings to someone. Either way, one or the other. Because the page is like a new begin. It's like a young, it's a relationship with someone. It's at the beginning stages. It's not something that's established. Like, so you could have met someone that, or gotten involved with someone, and it's just the very beginning. So you're not really seeing, maybe this person was even involved with a lot of different people and not really committing and not wanting to commit. And you have the High Priestess up here. So there's a lot you still don't know about this person because the person is kind of new in your life. It might be someone that you might have known from the past, because the page is looking at the past. So this page is remembering the past and maybe wanting to reconnect. This is a very sensitive person. Maybe it could even be someone who's a little bit immature when it comes to love. They have like a childlike innocence. So that could be you, or it could be someone that you're getting involved in with. It could be a water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This person's very creative, very sensitive. You have to be careful how you talk to them because their feelings get hurt very easily. So that could be you or the person you're dealing with. But the High Priestess is saying, trust your intuition. And in a way, it's almost telling you, don't worry, things are going to turn out okay. Because the High Priestess means there are things going on behind the scenes that you're not even aware of. So they don't always have to be negative things. You know, a lot of times when people hear things going on behind the scenes, they think, you know, gossip and, you know, things like not plotting or scheming. No. Sometimes the High Priestess can mean positive things are happening, but they're out of your awareness. You're not seeing it yet. You're not seeing the positive result of what's happening. And you will see it. You are going to see it in September. Because you have the Fool here. You have the Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning. It's even a time card, which represents spring. So you're on the edge of a new you're coming out of a time of confusion, a time of where you're scattered, where your energies have been scattered, and you're going to start to see, you might be embarking on a new adventure, because there could be a new relationship that's different than anything you've ever experienced before. This is you, Queen of Pentacles. You know, you're sitting here thinking, and you're in, this is the card, that the position that represents your psychological blockages or your fears. So you're worried about security. You're worried about financial security. You're worried about, so it's possible that you have an opportunity for a new beginning or a new relationship, and you're concerned about your security. You know, if I get involved with this person, how will that affect my security? You know, will they take care of me? Will they be there for me? Or will they be a good provider? Or if you're thinking of leaving a relationship, maybe you're concerned, like, if I leave this person, can I survive without them? You know, can I survive financially? You might have a child that you're worried about. Sometimes the pages can be children. Now the Queen, I'm just seeing so many things in this reading. It's not just love, there's also career. I think that there'll be a new relationship or a new adventure, but there's also new career opportunities. Because you have the World here in your environment. Something is ending or completing, and you're getting ready to go to a new level. And here's this Ace, this new beginning. And this new beginning, it's going to represent a whole new life for you, a whole new cycle. So that could be a relationship. I'm feeling like it's both, relationship and career. That you're on the edge of a brighter time or a new beginning where you're going to, like, I mean, a completely new, it's like, you know, you're in this one scene and all of a sudden you're like in this totally, like, the curtains get pulled back and you're in this whole other environment. So you're in a new relationship, you're in a new job, everything is brand new. It's a whole new adventure, and it could be a little scary, but you're going to do well in this new environment. You have the Six of Wands here. So you're going to do well in the relationship, you're going to do well in the career path. The job, I feel like a job is going to be offered to you, a new career opportunity. And that may not happen until the spring, March, April. The Ace of Wands represents March, April, May. And you have the Death card. It's time to release the past. It's time to stop holding on to baggage. You know, get rid of, clear out. Like this winter or this, between now and the spring, it's time of clearing out what's no longer working. And getting ready, because things are, this is like a card of, the High Priestess is a card of gestation, you know, like the seed under the ground. You know, the seed is sprouting under the ground, but you're not seeing it yet. It's under the ground, it's developing the roots, and it's starting to break out of the seed, and then next spring, you're going to see the plant come out of the ground. You're going to start to see the results of all your work. So if you just started a relationship, it may take a while to see. If you start either a job or a relationship, you're not going to really see the fruits of your labor until spring. So it's going to take that much time. Like whatever you're working on now, it's going to take time to develop. But it's going to lead to a brand new life, a brand new environment. And you're going to love it. You're going to feel like, why did I wait so long? This is where I've always needed to be. This is where I should have been all along. And so it could be a relationship that, I mean, everything's going to start to come together. You know, you meet a person, you're in a relationship with someone who really gets you, who's good for you. You're in a job where you love the work that you do. I mean, things are changing in major ways. It's almost like you're dying to the past. I mean, it's not a literal death. It's more like the person you were before all this happened is going to be total. Like you're going to feel like a new person. Like, oh, okay, now I'm in this new world, and I'm in these new conditions, and it's like a rebirth. That's what this card is about. It's like rebirth. You know, forgiving the past, forgetting the past. Don't. You know, releasing the past, whatever hurt you in the past, just release it. Forgive them and let them go. You're on the edge of a new life. So don't be afraid to release. And don't be afraid to embrace the new. Because things are going to be much better in this new environment. And don't, this is another card sometimes of doubting your abilities, or doubting your talents, or doubting your own decisions even. Trust that inner guidance. You know, in your soul, you know, you get that gut feeling. You know what direction to go in. And when your gut's saying, yeah, this feels right. I think I should do this. Listen to that little voice and do it. You know, because Taurus, you know, Sometimes we're so afraid to take a chance and to try something new, and you get so comfortable. Even if you're stagnating, you're just comfortable. But now's not the time to be comfortable. Now's the time to get off the couch and try something new and change your life. You have opportunity to change your life so that your relationships are better, your career is better, the work that you're doing, and you're getting rewarded. You don't have to be stuck in a stagnant situation. I'm seeing these are great cards. The World, the Fool, the Ace. And this is a victory card. Whatever, follow your passion because you're good at what you do. Don't doubt your abilities. You're good at what you do. The people around you, are gonna appreciate and value you. So I feel like both in relationship and in career, you're gonna finally get a sense of I'm being valued for what I contribute. I'm being valued. I'm on the edge of it's a new world, brand new world. All right, so let's see what's going on with the moons. New moon in Virgo. That's happening in your 5th house. So new romance, definitely. You have the opportunity in September to... Now, Neptune is opposing this moon from your 11th house. So it could be that one of your friends, someone that you know through friends, through groups you belong to, can become a romantic partner. A friendship can turn into love in September. You have Jupiter going through your 7th house. Venus is in your 7th house in September. So that brings luck. Venus brings luck and money, love and money. Jupiter brings opportunity. If you don't meet someone, you could be meeting someone who earns a lot of money, who has a good job. If you've dated, guys that never had any money in the past, that's going to change. You might meet someone who is financially stable and who brings optimism and joy to your life. Pluto and Mars are in your 9th house. And so you could be connecting with someone who, through higher education, either they're a teacher or if you go back to school, let's say you go back to school, learn some new skills, you might meet someone that really who's highly educated and who broadens your horizons in some way, or someone who has a different spirit, who's on a different spiritual path, or a different culture from you. This person, whoever this person is, it's someone that's going to change the way you see the world, change your belief system. You're going to be incorporating it's almost like, this person is foreign to you. They may not necessarily live in a foreign country, or they could, but whatever they are, they're so different than what you are used to culturally, growing up. So if you grew up with a certain ethnic group, you might be meeting someone from a totally different group, and you have to expand your awareness. It's just in broadening your horizons, broadening your life. And some of you may, in fact, be wanting to travel. You might travel with this person. Maybe they say, hey, you have this relationship, this guy likes to travel, or this girl, and you wind up going on trips with them, or you that's how you enjoy your time together. Journeying, learning, traveling, teaching, spirituality. You could be connecting with someone who's on a different spiritual path, and they show you a new way of believing or living, or just opening your mind. Now you have Uranus in your 1st house, so Taurus, it's time for change. It's time to be, break free of the rut and get into a whole new scene that expresses who you really are. Uranus is the rebel that's going to break you out of your prison. So whatever limiting behavior or limiting beliefs that have kept you stuck, Uranus is coming to break you free. So you can be connecting with someone who's different, and makes you feel like you could do anything. And Venus is going to be squaring Mars at this new moon. So that's kind of a sexual aspect, you know, where the passions are running hot. And you may not even think, is this person right for me? Because you have Neptune opposing. Neptune can work in weird ways. Neptune can bring a soulmate, but it could also bring illusion. So you're not going to really know until after this aspect if the person that you're gaga over is really worth it or not. So don't, you know, don't do anything impulsive. I mean, enjoy the new beginning, but give it time to find out more about the person. And that, so that you can be sure, okay, yeah, this person is who they say they are. It's not just, you know, the thrill of romance at the beginning. Because they're going to be very charming. You know, Neptune is romantic and charming, and you may be just swept away. So just, but, you know, keep your feet on the ground. You should be okay, because Saturn is trining Uranus, so Saturn keeps us grounded. So you're not going to be throwing everything out. But you are going to make some major changes now that Uranus is in your sign. So now, full moon in Aries. That's happening in your 12th house and your 6th house. So you're really going to, you know, if you've been sacrificing too much in a relationship, this full moon is going to bring everything to a head. You're going to start to say, you know what? I need to start taking care of me. I'm doing too much work and I'm not getting rewarded. And that could be on the job too. You're going to really start to think about that. Like, I need to make some changes. So you could, some of you may be changing jobs, saying, I've had enough. I want to be where I am welcome. I want to be where I'm rewarded, where I'm valued. And that could be for both, because it's 6 and 12. 6th house has to do with employment. So that could be in relationships. You know, am I sacrificing too much for this person and I'm doing all the work in the relationship? It can't fly anymore, you know. Or am I at a job where I'm working hard and I'm not seeing any rewards? You're going to be upsetting the apple cart. You're going to come to some kind of realization by the end of the month where you're going to say, you know what, I really need to make some changes. So, let's see. Saturn in your 9th again. The moon is T-squaring Saturn. So Saturn is going to show you the reality. By the end of this month, you're going to see the reality in a work situation or in a relationship where you've been giving too much. You've been sacrificing too much. You might have this person who always plays the victim and you're always there to rescue them. Or, you know, they always need, everybody needs something from Taurus, you know, and Taurus is always there. It's going to come to a head by the full moon. You've got Mars in the 10th house, so you're going to, and it's squaring Uranus in the 1st house. And the other thing, this full moon, so you're going to be activated. When Mars goes through the 10th house, that's the house of, that's where your energy is. Your energy is going to be on career in September. And status. You know, you're tired of being Cinderella. You know, you're going to be like, I need to have a job that honors me. I need to have a career path that recognizes me, that rewards me. I need to be in a relationship where I am valued, where I feel valued and loved, where I'm recognized for what I contribute. And that could go for relationship or career, but I feel like a lot of career energy in this reading. So that doesn't mean that love is out. Love is in, very much in, because you have, especially with that new moon in your 5th house, there is, you know, you could be involved in a new creative project that could wind up leading to a new romantic involvement too. I mean, so through creativity and through friendships, you're going to find romance. And Chiron is conjunct this new moon. The new moon is conjunct Chiron. So this is a healing time. It's like, Chiron is the wounded healer. So at this full moon, at the end of the month, you're going to see the truth. Even if it hurts, you're going to make changes. It's a healing time. So for some of you, you could realize, you know what, I really need to end this relationship because I've been hurting myself by being in it. Or I really need to find a better job because I'm hurting myself by not being, I'm not, you know, fulfilling my potential. Chiron is like, there's a wound, and you're going to see the wound, So maybe there was something from childhood or something from, you know, something that was buried in your unconscious, and suddenly it's going to become conscious so that you can overcome it and make your life better. You could say, okay, I see where I've been hurting myself with this behavior, and I need to stop it. I need to make some real change and work on myself and work on my needs and stop giving everything away. You know, maybe you've been just giving too much away. So at this full moon, it's a great moon because, you know, in Aries, it's going to be like in your 12th house. So you're going to, maybe you may feel like, I just want to be alone. Maybe you've been working really hard. You're going to need rest at this full moon because you're going to be processing a lot of stuff. And so you may be just exhausted by the end of September, where you say, like, you know what, I want to just take the phone off the hook. Don't bother me. I just need rest. I need to think. I need to plan my next move. It's a healing time. You need to heal. When you start to realize, you know, sometimes when you wake up to certain things about yourself that you've, like your blind spots, the shock of it kind of, it's unsettling, you know, so you need time to process it and to heal so that then you could plan, okay, now I know what to do, and you're going to be moving into a new direction. That's going to be so much better. I mean, I'm not worried about you in September. It's going to be kind of like a wake-up call, September. And then you're going to know, okay, now I know where to focus my energy. And then you're going to have Mars in that 10th house. Mars is going forward. Pluto in the 10th house. Pluto's going forward at the end of the month. You're going to be a powerhouse. You're going to be a steamroller by the end of September. Nothing is going to stop you. You're going to just be full speed ahead. And, you know, it's just the beginning, because by next year, by next spring, you're going to be in this new place, in this better place. So hold on, Taurus. Don't give up on your dreams, but don't be stuck either. Don't let anyone keep you in a prison. Break free and claim, you know, what's due to you. Claim the recognition. You're a rock star. You know, take your bows. Get yourself in a place where you're being rewarded and recognized and honored. So that's my forecast for this month. I hope this reading was a help to you. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you'd like to get a personal reading for your specific issues, just click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, enjoy September, Taurus, and I will see you next month. Okay, bye now.